Good evening all your blues, welcome back to the AG Chelsea TV channel. In this video, we'll find out the latest news about Chelsea FC. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss daily update. Chelsea star is frozen out until he signs new deal. Chelsea starlet Josh Achimpong has reportedly been told he will be excluded from first team and U21 action until he puts pen to paper on a new deal. Achimpong's current contract expires in 2026 and talks over an extension are ongoing. He was regarded as the team's third-choice right-back during pre-season, behind skipper Reece and Malo Gusto. The 18-year-old's progress is believed to have been a reason why the Blues were not too concerned by missing out on the signing of Pedro Lima. However, Achimpong was nowhere to be seen in the squad last month, when both Gusto and James were out, with Enzo Maresca opting to play centre-backs at full-back instead. The English youngster featured just once for Maresca as a substitute against Barrow in the Carabao Cup on September 24th and has not made a matchday squad since. He has also not made an appearance for the under-21s during that time, despite starting 4 of their opening 5 games of the season. The Athletic claimed to have been told by sources close to the situation that Achimpong's omission is due to the contract talks stalling, and the club have told him the situation will not change unless he extends. The report adds that a number of big clubs have shown interest in a January move for the player, but Chelsea do not want to sell. Neymar hails Chelsea starlet. Chelsea-bound youngster Estevao Willian has yet to complete his move to the London club, but the Brazilian has already caught the eye of compatriot Neymar. The Blues agreed a deal for the teenage sensation earlier this year, with Estevao costing an initial £29 million and potentially as much as £56 million including add-ons. He won't move to London until the summer of 2025, though, after his 18th birthday. For now, the winger is still playing for boyhood club Palmeiras. He has been in fine form for the Sao Paulo club, and bagged a goal and an assist in a 5-3 victory over Juventude over the weekend. That took him up to 18 goal involvements for the season, a record for a player under the age of 19 in Brazil's Serie A. The record was previously held by Neymar, who was one of the first in line to congratulate his fellow Brazil international. "Congratulations Estevao Willian for the broken record," Neymar wrote in an Instagram story. "May you continue to shine and enchant everyone with your soccer. Fly." Neymar previously set the record with Santos in the 2009 season. Back then, he scored 10 goals and 6 assists, but Estevao Willian still has 8 matches to add to his 10 goals and 8 assists record. The weekend win made it 7 victories in Palmeiras' last 8 games, leaving them just 1 point adrift of league leaders Botafogo. A potential title decider is penciled in for late November or early December, with Palmeiras looking for revenge after Botafogo knocked them out of the Copa Libertadores in August. Chelsea pay huge money for Jamie Gittens. Chelsea face having to pay huge money for another youngster if they want to sign him. It would not be new, as Chelsea paid £107 million for Enzo Fernandez and £89 million for Mykhailo Mudryk in the 2023 January transfer window. Enzo Maresca already has a lot of wide options, including Mudryk, and will see another one arrive next summer when Estevao Willian officially joins the club. Estevao recently broke a Brazilian football record, showing what an exciting talent he is. Even so, Chelsea are still being linked with another winger, a winger who could cost his next team a fortune. Borussia Dortmund youngster Jamie Gittens appears to be one attacker whom Chelsea are currently looking at. According to Bild, scouts from Chelsea, Liverpool and Tottenham Hotspur have been attending Dortmund games regularly to watch Gittens. Getting him out of Signal Iduna Park, though, will not be easy, with the same outlet claiming that Dortmund have slapped a whopping €100 million price tag on the 20-year-old's head. Jadon Sancho described Gittens as a baller after one of his performances for Dortmund this season. The only way you could see Chelsea signing Gittens is if Mudryk leaves Stamford Bridge, which is not impossible. Mudryk is not a starter right now and was left out of Chelsea's matchday squad for the game against Liverpool over the weekend. If his situation does not improve, then he may push for a move, which could open up the way for Gittens to join the Blues. In the England U21 international, Chelsea would be getting a very good dribbler. The fact that he is unbelievable in one-on-ones and has a very good finish is not new to me, his manager Nuri Sahin was quoted as saying by Dortmund's official website last month. Sancho could be dropped. Enzo Maresca's settled team has been a real strength of his time in charge of Chelsea so far, but things could be about to change, with pressure rising on players like Jadon Sancho in particular. Sancho's introduction to the team a couple of weeks into the season, shortly after his signing, was one of the few tweaks Maresca has made all season to his preferred lineup. Pedro Neto was dropped and Sancho came in with a bang, picking up regular assists as the Blues rolled to some big victories, but a couple of bad results in a row, a draw with Nottingham Forest and a defeat to Liverpool, mean more pressure on the players picked for those games, and Sancho is particularly in the firing line after being hauled off at half-time on Sunday in a change Maresca bluntly admitted was tactical. Neto came on in that game, and while he wasn't perfect, at least his speed and directness caused some trouble to Liverpool, who had held Sancho at arm's length in the first period. That followed a quiet game against Forest, and a negative trend in his productivity. Tom Coley of Football London noted that the winger has had just one shot all season in the Premier League. It echoes the fears that we've had all along, that Sancho simply isn't explosive enough to lose his man and get a shot away. All too often at Anfield, he played it safe and played the ball backwards. Famously, the assists he's picked up already were basically just short passes to players near him who then did something spectacular. Rather than defense spitting through balls or superb crosses, when we play Newcastle this weekend, we really expect Neto to be back in, and Sancho sat on the bench. Chukwuemeka price tag confirmed. Chelsea midfielder Carney Chukwuemeka is wanted by Barcelona, and we can exclusively reveal the price he could be available for in January. While the Catalans are also eyeing a high-profile blue star, Barcelona are determined to build a squad capable of dominating European football again, and have shortlisted a number of players that they think can help them achieve that. Teamtalk can confirm that Chukwuemeka is a target for Barcelona, and sources say there is a real possibility he could join the La Liga giants this winter. The talented 21-year-old is on the fringes of Enzo Maresca's squad and has made just one appearance this season, in the Carabao Cup. Despite being seen as a top talent, he's considered a player that Chelsea would sell in the coming windows. Teamtalk sources say that Chukwuemeka may be sold in January, and a bid of around £30 million could be enough to convince the Blues into a sale. The midfielder is keen to prove himself at Stamford Bridge, but that looks difficult as things stand, with Moises Caicedo, Romeo Lavia and Enzo Fernandez all ahead of him in the pecking order, alone with an obligation or option to buy would be preferable for Barcelona, who continue to face considerable financial challenges. However, Chelsea would prefer a full sale as they look to make additions of their own. Chukwuemeka is not the only Chelsea player that Barcelona have their eyes on. Teamtalk understands they have a long-term hope of bringing Enzo Fernandez to the Camp Nou, although they accept it won't be possible in the near future. And that's the end of today's video. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss daily update from my channel.